It's a cold and rainy day, but I just had to go to this small lake out here. This is one of my favorite spots here where I live. It's right at the mouth of the canyon, and there's something about just being able to go explore and just enjoy life, even no matter what kind of weather it is, no matter where you're around, no matter what you're doing. I mean, I have some geese over here. There's a couple geese. They're like staring at me. And they're like, what the fuck is this guy doing out here, man? Hey, look. Yep, there they are. Yep, we're talking about you. Yep, we're enjoying this life. But really, I wanted to make this video because I want to just simply be more, and not really be more, but just be more. Simply being and recognizing that everything's gonna go your way when you just have a little bit more fun in life, man. Like, have a little bit more fun. And not like the degenerate, like, I don't mean go have fun as in like go to the parties and all that. I mean, just experience this life. I mean, do you guys see this? Like, hopefully, I mean, here around, it's just, I mean, it's super beautiful, right? Like, just right at the mouth of the canyon. The canyon's that way. And, just like, I'm getting back from the gym, and I just didn't want to, like, stay at home. I didn't know, like, what I wanted to do, but I wanted to be around nature, right? I wanted to be around just things in life that bring me joy. And I think that we get so caught up in trying to placate to what society wants from us, and how, oh, we need to focus on retirement, or we need to focus on, this, we need to focus on that. We need to be focused more on getting a this to do a that, and doing a that to get a this. It's like, why don't you just do what you want to do? And I understand that there's going to be practical problems that people have. Like, generally speaking, for the most part, retirement is, like, the retirement plan for most people in our generation is going to be it's going to be like societal collapse, man. Societal collapse is the new retirement plan for most people, and I totally get it. But if this is the case, then, like, why not just go out and do what you want to do, right? Like, why not just go be who you want to be and do exactly what you want to do and have fun doing it? Like, you'd be amazed when you start to celebrate things before they happen. Because once you see that time is non-linear, and this is, like, you can celebrate something that hasn't even happened yet. I mean, think about what that does to your energy field. Think about what that does to your symbolic narrative structure and your symbolic narrative field. The Regal Change old timers know exactly what I'm talking about here when I speak on the symbolic narrative structure and narrative field, because this is part of the Regal timeline theory. And this is not a theory that's like, ooh, I need to theorize more. It's more like I'm calling it a theory because there's not much else to call it at this point, because I'm describing the structure of reality from the vantage point in which I see it in the spirit of this time. And I know that I'm capable of fallibilities, so I'm not trying to give a structure to people through the lens of my own dreams, so to speak, right? But I also want to give people this general understanding of what possibly could happen and what might be the case, right? I mean, it's just so fascinating to be in the day and age that we live in, right? I mean, we can basically do whatever we want. All we have to do is have the courage to follow our spirit. And yeah, like the goose over there, he's saying, follow your spirit, man. Follow your spirit. And just be with yourself and enjoy it. Like, so many people are focused on things that are in linear time, and they're not, like, and I get it, because we have to live in this third-dimensional reality. But it's like, when you operate from a place outside of this timeline of linear time, when you start to move from a timeline in which time is no longer linear, things can just manifest like super quickly. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Last night, I had a very interesting thing occur. So one of my neighbors, I live in a place where we basically share the internet, right? We share the internet, and that way it's just cheaper for everybody. So my neighbors, we all share the internet. And they're moving out next Friday. And I was trying to get in contact with my new landlord about this, because I was trying to figure out if there were any more new tenants coming in so that I could negotiate terms with them if they wanted to. And I texted him. I didn't hear a response for a minute. And so I just decided to go outside and, take care of some things, right? Clean up a little bit, take out the trash, etc. And as soon as I did that, guess who I saw? The landlord. And he was just right there, like just right there. And I was like, oh, I just texted you. Like, I might as well just, talk to you and see what's going on. Because I'm just focusing on what I'm being in the moment. I'm not trying to focus on, oh, I didn't hear back from him. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to figure this out. What if I don't have Wi-Fi? What if I don't have this? What if I don't have that? I mean, you can just trust that everything's going to work out. You can just trust that everything's going to go in your favor. It doesn't need to be so complex, and it doesn't need to be so complicated, and it doesn't need to be so like ferocious, It doesn't need to be so, I don't know, fear-based, because everybody that's operating from the third dimension is operating from a fear-based reality. Anybody that's operating from the 4D or the 5D and above, they're operating from a higher plane of consciousness, where people that are stuck in the 3D are going to be intimidated by their amount of joy in their life. And the thing is that they're going to try to steal the joy, but they can't really steal the joy, because that's something inside you. Like, this is a very stoic idea. Like, Marcus Aurelius didn't talk about this for nothing. Like, he talked about how you have no control over outside events, right? This is very poignant as a point to make, because obviously when you are operating from a place in timelessness inwardly, and you're oriented from that place, you don't need to focus on the outside events. Because if you're trying to confirm things in the physical plane from the fourth dimension or the fifth dimension, like, you're trying to make things happen, but you're only focused on the results in the third dimension, things aren't going to work out. So you have to just ignore the reality of what's actually going on and start to think about and focus on how you actually want to live this life, and what you actually want to do, and who you want to be. I mean, it's more about letting the spirit of the soul of existence express itself through you, and learn how to die to that all the time. And you do that by investing your time. You don't do that by spending your time. Invest your time into dance, like freaking dance in the rain, man. I'm gonna dance like a freaking retard out here as soon as I turn the camera off, because I just want to have a good time with the geese. I'm gonna dance with the geese. They're already dancing over there. There's a couple over there, and then there's some more over there. Actually, there's like 7 over there. Yeah, we're talking about you again. The goose and the geese. I don't know. It's when you, because this is, again, this is the thing. It's like the pull to God and the soul of existence, and the pull to like humanity, and how to balance those two things. It's a real, because it's not about being balanced, it's about being centered with those things. And the best way to be centered with them is to kind of, you're not having one foot in and one foot out, so to speak, but you kind of have to recognize that you're an interdimensional being experiencing time linearly, but capable of perceiving it non-linearly, which means that you're an interdimensional being, of course. And things can happen, right? Like the landlord thing. I just put that out into the universe, and I just started to take care of business and just started to tend to my garden, so to speak, right? And bada bing, bada boom, everything was just fine and dandy. So, like, why do we need to worry about things or focus on all these aspects of life that are just, they're just not really conducive toward living from a place of love? And I think that that's what we're here to really learn about, you know, is how can we grow from a place of love while not rejecting suffering, but not living out suffering unnecessarily. I think that's going to be a key aspect of this. It's going to be a key part. But anyways, I hope that everybody stays blessed out there, and I hope that everybody has a blessed rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy dancing in the rain with the geese. And I'll see you guys next time. Everybody stay blessed. Peace. Oh, yeah, I still have the 2 spots left open for the Godlike Mastery offer that I have. And the Regal Academy, we're making some big changes there. So we're already doing the Regal Retention Study, and we're just about 2 weeks into that. So we're almost at the halfway point for that study. And we've got some other things going in the works, and I'm really pleased with the development of everything going on there. So if you're looking for more of a structure that you can just explore, you know, that's going to be the place to go look for it. And just having that community as well. I mean, I'm very pleased with the type of community that we've been able to refine over the past like 1.5 years, 2 years, because now we're to the point to where everybody knows that everybody's going to have a different perspective of the same types of things that we're talking about, and it's just so much more simple. You know, we're just having a good time, man. Like, we're just having a good time exploring these psychological, spiritual ideas and concepts, and creating our own as we go about. And art, you know, we have a lot of artists in there too. But that's really just what this is about, is being able to connect and be from a place of love with people like that. So I hope everybody stays blessed out there. Peace. Until next time.